Hey everybody, Davey here from Davey's World Fishing. Today we're going to talk about the smallest bait feeder reel that's made, the Ceymar 500 size. So today I wanted to talk about one of the coolest little reels out in the market. That's that Ceymar Baitfeeder. Okuma's been known for its bait feeder reels for many years, from the Coronado to the Avenger Baitfeeder, of course the Ceymar Baitfeeder, as well as several others throughout the years, but this one is really unique. The Avenger and the Ceymar are very similar reels, but this is the smallest bait feeder on the market. That's a little tiny 500 size reel that absolutely fits in the palm of your hand. Really cool, really small, and really compact, and it happens to be ice season, so if you happen to be an ice fisherman, very cool reel for that, and I'll show you why in just a few minutes. But this reel is it's a very well-built reel. They come in a standard spinning reel as well as that bait feeder. As far as sizes go, I've mentioned this is the 500 size. That's the smallest. That's your little palm size reel. So a 500, there's a 1000, there's a 3000. Then there's a, they use their standard sizing, which is the 40, the 55, and the 65 size. So a little bit more of your inshore and some of your, not totally offshore, but some of your saltwater uses. Or if you're a paddlefish guy or a big catfish guy, those that 65 size is gonna be perfect for what you're looking for there as well. So what's unique about the bait feeder reels is this secondary drag system in the back here. So it's a standard spinning reel, just a standard spinning reel, but it's got a secondary drag system. Now what that does is when you click that open, there's a little on-off bait feeder switch there. When you click that open, that just about freely opens up your spool there. So your line is gonna go right out to your rod. And as you have that open, so you open that up, once you have that open, that frees up your spool. There's a little tension control in the back here that actually adjusts that secondary drag so you can have more tension or less tension, however you like. But when that's open and your line is going out and down to your bait, when that trout or perch or crappie or whatever you happen to be fishing for, whenever it bites that, it doesn't feel any resistance whatsoever. So it'll take that bait, it'll chew it, it'll start to stomach it and swim off. And when you get that, all you gotta do, turn the handle and you're right back to your full drag on that reel. So it's a full secondary little drag system. You still have your standard star drag right at the top there. So you can punch that in, you get extreme drags, back that off, do whatever you wanna do, but you got that little on-off switch there. Click that on, you have just about zero tension. It's really, really small amount of tension. Then you click it back over, and you're ready to go. As soon as it clicks back in, you're at your full drag. So all you have to do really, if you're dead sticking even, is pick up that reel, start spinning, and then you're fighting your fish. You're right into the fish, you're back to your full drag. Very cool little reel. It's a full carbon reel, so it's it's fully saltwater resistant type of a reel, corrosion resistant. That's through the frame and the body, through the rotor. It's got the cyclonic flow rotor, if you see that unique design. It's actually built to, the more you turn it, it actually kind of weeps the water, pulls the water away from the internal of the spool. And speaking of spool, it's got a full machined aluminum two-tone spool. It's got the Japanese felt drag washers inside, so very smooth on the drag. It's got a machined aluminum handle design here that actually folds down. It's a screw-in design, so you unscrew that side and you can actually fold it down so it's nice and compact. If you happen to be an ice fisherman and you're putting it in a padded case, nice little feature. And then it's a 8 total ball bearing reel as well. So there's 7 standard ball bearings and then 1 anti-reverse bearing in that little Ceymar. Actually all the sizes, all the way up to that 65 size, have the exact same internal features. As I mentioned, very cool little reel. The difference between this one and the Avenger is that in the Avenger, it's a different ball bearing count. I think it's got a graphite handle versus an aluminum handle. But it also has that 500 size too. But that's the unique feature though, is that little tiny 500 size palm of your hand bait feeder reel. Bait runner for other companies, but bait feeder for Okuma. That's that Ceymar. Very cool little reel. Check them out at your favorite retailer. Check them out at okumafishingusa.com. But I do appreciate y'all checking in and checking out this little tiny bait feeder. Look at that thing. Cutest little thing you've ever seen. Oh, and another feature, you get 2-pound test. You're gonna get about 165 yards of 2-pound test mono on there. If you're using braid, that's nuts, really, really. Anyway, I do appreciate y'all checking in. Do me a favor, hit that like button down below and subscribe to Davey's World Fishing up in that right-hand corner. See you out on the water.